Hey guys, what's going on? Brandon here with Texas Plinking, making a video on a new CMMG Banshee. Now this one's a 9mm. Now I've shown some in the past. Our 10mm, 45 ACP, 762x39, and then CMMG let me borrow a 46x30, but I had to give that one back. But I really like that color, midnight bronze, and so now I have the new Banshee in 9mm. Now I say the new Banshee because some things have changed. Won't go through all the ins and outs, but I'll probably display some information for those of you guys who want it. There used to be the Banshee 100, 200, and 300, with the higher number being more feature rich. It's more streamlined. It's just the Banshee, and it comes pretty fully loaded with cool stuff. So I'll run through some of it pretty quickly here. You're gonna get a CMMG ambidextrous charging handle. You're gonna get an ambi safety as well on a 45-degree angle. And then of course that huge, mag release that you've had in the past already. The dust cover is polymer, and yeah, you got a couple of new options in Cerakotes and all that kind of stuff, but they've had this one, the Midnight Bronze, and I thought it looked pretty cool. You get CMMG's own pistol grip, but I went ahead and swapped that out anyways for this B5 system, just because I really like the grip angle. You get a mil-spec trigger, however I swapped that out as well. Bushmaster was cool enough to send me a 2-stage, forgot the acronym for it, the 2MS, whatever. I'll go ahead and put my correction there. So there's other changes as well and different offerings within the new Banshee. So again, that's where I'll kind of display everything there to keep everything short and sweet. But the way mine's equipped, pretty much like I said, different grip and trigger. I went ahead and put a Vortex Spark Solar. Although this is a 9mm, I'm going to be running the Rugged Obsidian 45 in its full length configuration. We're going to try mostly Supersonic because that's what I got most of, but of course Subsonics most certainly will be shown, so we'll see how quiet it is, but I think it's gonna be a very, very fun setup. And I almost forgot to mention, just because, the more things you put on your gun and your rails, the cooler it is. So put a light here upside down, this little O-Light Valkyrie thing, upside down, but it actually ends up working pretty well because just with the thumb, I could go ahead and click that on there, or I could come over the top and pinch it and get a little strobe light party going on as well. And the optic clears it totally, so ended up working out all right. Because you got such a short handguard to work with because of that short barrel. So that actually ended up working pretty good. But that's the way it's totally decked out here. So I want to keep the talking portion fairly short, so hopefully that was enough, and I just want to shoot it. However, before we do, I want to give a massive thanks to this video sponsor, which is the Spotter app. Spotter is the go-to shooting tracker that helps calculate your shot groups. The app is free to download and easy to use. The way it works is you create a weapon setup, shoot, then take a picture. You then choose the distance from the target and 2 points that equal 1 inch. After you select your point of aim, select your impacts, and the program will tell you your shot group, so you could use this to share with your friends, or if you don't have any friends, you could go ahead and use that data to improve your skills. So again, big thanks to Spotter for sponsoring this video. Let's get on to today's video. All right, gonna put the first rounds ever through it. Now these are Supersonic 115 grains from, I forgot what manufacturer, probably Winchester. And I'm running it out of this ETS translucent mag. I should mention it did come out of the box with an actual Glock mag, 30 rounds or 32 rounds. They used to come with SGM, but they're actually Glock mags. But this translucent mag looks pretty cool. Seems pretty quiet with these Supersonics, even on steel. Let's go into the dirt real quick. It's not bad at all. It feels really, really good. See what that looks like. All right, let's go for that Texas Star. Yeah, something about like a AR platform with, which is something that most people, including myself, are very familiar with. But you can still hit your pistol-only targets. Super, super fun. I don't need to sell you guys on the PCC stuff. In fact, my last video was kind of comparing some PCCs, and this one was not in the mix yet because I just got it. So, very, very cool. Banshees, man, always loved them, but 9mm, of course. All right, I got 14 rounds loaded up of some Subsonic. The first 10 are S&B ammo. Last 4 is Freedom Munitions Hush. Let's go ahead and see how quiet this is. We're gonna go just into the dirt first. Really nice recoil impulse. Let's go for targets here. All right, these are Freedom Munition Hush. Ooh, these are way softer. I didn't think that was gonna cycle. That feels like super, super soft. All right, yeah, Freedom Munitions Hush. It's got way less juice, which is, I guess, what you want for that. That is very quiet, very soft shooting. I still don't have hearing on. This is just, some muffled up from that, but it's totally hearing safe. I haven't messed with any of the buffer weights or the bolt weight or anything like that. This is as it came out of the box. Really nice. All right, only 8 shots in here. Let's see if I can just dump them all on target. Shouldn't be too hard with the low recoil impulse. Very nice. Alright guys, not gonna lie, it's getting pretty cold and it's starting to hurt to load these mags. So I got 17 rounds in here, and I was gonna close out the video over there, but I figured why not just embarrass myself. 17 rounds at 325 yards, shooting standing up on a roughly zeroed optic. If I get one of them to land, I'll be happy. I'm gonna go for that swinging target. So, alright, let's try it out. Make sure suppressor is nice and tight. Oh boy. That's gonna be tricky standing up. Ooh, way low. All right, I see it. I hear it hitting the rock. How about that? I saw it rock way before I, all right, I got my point of aim roughly. Let's see. I'm happy with that. Low. Low. Nice. But anyway guys, CMMG Banshee 9mm, the new one, the more streamlined kind of option. Very, very cool. I like to collect these freaking Banshees like they're postage stamps. They're just so freaking cool. Now I got the 9mm secure, and I don't know what else I want next. But the Banshees are freaking awesome. Whether it's Supersonic or Subsonic, it's just been fantastic. And the firing mechanism of this just is very, very nice suppressed. It's not a snappy recoil impulse that 9mm usually can be. And it runs pretty darn clean as well. Minimal blowback because of the radially delayed blowback system. But yeah, just super, super cool. And ultimately really like the way it looked, especially with that translucent mag. But Glock 19X mags, the 32 or whatever rounder it came out of the box, and the translucent, it's running everything very nicely. Just a cool package. Imagine it without the suppressor too. It's very compact, but certainly I'm going to run this thing suppressed probably 100% of the time because it's such a great host. But awesome weight, super balanced, even with the suppressor on there. Just a freaking cool truck gun, man. I don't know, I like it. Or bumping the night gun. Let me know what you guys think about it. What caliber and what color would you guys take a CMMG Banshee? But really like the way this one came to be. Well, nonetheless, that just about does it for this video. Thanks again to the Spotter app for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for watching. So I will see you guys next time. Take care.